And since that story was made, the Hurricane Center has updated this now to a Category 2 storm. So Hillary continues to rapidly strengthen. This time yesterday, it was a tropical storm with sustained winds at 40 miles an hour. It is now a Category 2 with sustained wind at 110. So it is still forecast to become a Category 4 storm sometime tomorrow. But then the storm system is going to take a run toward the coast of Southern California. The last time Southern California had a direct hit from a tropical system was 1939. So it's very, very unusual. So they're not entirely sure what they're, going to end up seeing in this area that is not used to dealing with this kind of a storm system. Now we have the updates here from Sunday afternoon at 100 miles an hour to Monday afternoon dropping to 35 miles an hour. So it will be weakening, of course, as it makes its way onto land. But the question is, how strong is it going to be as it rolls through? It's still going to be a very intense storm system, a lot of wind and a lot of rain. So flooding is going to be a really big concern for Southern California. So that'll be something that we're keeping a very close eye on. Meanwhile, for the Atlantic hurricane season, we are getting ready to enter the peak. We get started August 20th, and from August 20th to October 10th is when we see the majority of our tropical activity. The actual peak, early September, the first week of. And so far, it's been a fairly quiet season. However, there is an area of concern across the Gulf of Mexico. It's not even going to be until early next week to where we may see an area of low pressure form, and that could potentially impact Gulf Coast states, but it's still very early. Meanwhile, these two systems that are out across the Atlantic have a 60% probability of development over the next 7 days. Next up on our list, which we've only had 4 named systems so far, is Emily and Franklin. So we could be talking about those two storms being named sometime next week. Now, here at home, what we're dealing with is more wet weather. Shocking. We've been stuck in this same pattern for a few days now. We're still dealing with the overcast, but there are some breaks in the overcast this evening. And there's still a chance for a spot shower, but it's incredibly hit or miss. The majority of us will stay rain-free through the rest of the night. However, as we head into Friday, a cold front's going to be on the way, coming in out of the west. This is going to keep it very humid. Breezes coming up out of the south, a mild start in the morning. We may actually wake up to scattered thunderstorms. Now, it's looking like our best shot at seeing a strong to severe storm, because there is that possibility tomorrow, is going to be before noon, which is unusual. We don't tend to see a lot of severe weather in the morning in this part of the world, but it is a possibility. Either way, I would expect some downpours. It's going to slow things down in the morning. The cold front is going to be making its way through in the early afternoon. We may see another few isolated thunderstorms flare up. By the early evening, wind is shifted to the west-northwest and drier air is going to start building in for the weekend. However, we're not completely dry. There's a chance for a couple of showers, especially in the hills on Saturday with an upper level disturbance. The rest of us here in the valley, while we may miss out on the rain, we'll definitely see some patchy clouds. It's going to be a very fall-like start to the weekend, but then we'll clear out. We end up seeing tons of sunshine for Sunday, and it gets warmer, highs in the mid-80s. Humidity is back for Sunday night and Monday, then a shower is possible Monday night and Tuesday with our next front. Behind that, high pressure builds in, giving us sunshine and seasonable temperatures with low humidity through the end of the week. Chris and Abby, back to you.